him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
He hits.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back, my people. So, you saw the clip at the beginning of the video, and I'm actually going to play that clip again so that you can take a second look. And so I was actually rewatching the 1998 finals, the high definition version that's been out on YouTube. And I was actually watching it on Angry Old Hoops channel. Shout out to Angry Old Hoops. And so these were some clutch free throws towards the end of the game where the score was within 2 points, I believe. I believe Utah may have still been up at this point. But something that I noticed that just to me points out the GOATness of Michael Jordan is if you look at this clip, as MJ is shooting his free throws, Rodman is not even thinking about trying to get an offensive rebound. And he is so confident that there is no way Michael Jordan is going to miss these free throws that he's not even thinking about getting the offensive rebound. And I thought to myself, like, wow, that has to be. I remember seeing an interview with Steve Kerr, and I think this was on I think the show was called Open Court. And or it may have been a different interview, but I think it might have been on Open Court. And he just talked about the level of confidence of the Chicago Bulls that they had simply from having Michael Jordan on the team. Steve Kerr said, like, we all had confidence because we knew Michael Jordan was on the team, because we knew that we had the absolute best player. So we all had confidence. That gave us confidence that we were walking out onto the court with Michael Jordan. Matter of fact, he says it gave us confidence in the game, but it was actually put a tremendous amount of pressure on us in practice. And we've all heard the stories. We all know why. That's because Michael Jordan treated practice like it was Game 7. So he was like, during the game, it gave us the ultimate confidence. But during practice, we were simply trying not to mess up and get on his bad side because MJ took everything seriously. And so seeing this clip of Michael Jordan shooting these free throws and Dennis Rodman so confident that there is no way Michael Jordan is making these free throws just got me thinking about, actually it got me thinking about what Mace said. And when he was talking about the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, and why he cannot be the GOAT. And he basically summed it up to, he said, when we're talking about the GOAT, we're talking about dominance. And he said, when we're talking about greatness, we're talking about showing up in the biggest moments. And I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he was saying. We're talking about showing up in the biggest moments. And he said something to the effect of LeBron. He said, LeBron, when we needed you to be the best, you walked away. When we needed you to be the best, you blamed other people. He said, the guy I'm talking about, when his dad died, he delivered. He said when he had the flu, he delivered. He never gave us an excuse for not delivering. And that's why we still wear Jordans instead of LeBrons. And the point that he made about when we're talking about greatness, that is what we're talking about. We're talking about consistently showing up in the most important moments. And so again, this clip with Dennis Rodman not even thinking that, he's like, there's no way that Michael Jordan is missing this. And to me, it's almost like a psychological thing for the other team as well, to like, yeah, we got this guy on our team. Like, it's clutch time. Everybody knows he's not missing these free throws. And it got me thinking, about the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, because LeBron James' consistent inability to hit free throws as a person who handles the ball as much as he does. If we can get away from all the other stuff, because the number of reasons why LeBron James shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation and is actually not in the GOAT conversation, never was in the GOAT conversation, because this whole thing has been made up. But I talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron James for this reason, is that they are opposites. They are complete opposites. Michael Jordan is everything you should do if you want to be the GOAT. LeBron James is everything you should do if you don't want to be the GOAT. And so this is why I like talking about them one with the other, because one is an example of what to do, the other is an example of not to do. But LeBron James' inability to shoot free throws over his 22-year career is inexcusable. It is completely inexcusable. And it is another reason on the list why that thing alone hinders your ability to even be in that conversation. Because how can you be in that conversation if we can't even trust you to make free throws at the end of the game? When you can't trust yourself to make free throws at the end of the game, which is why you hide behind this whole making the right play thing. It's not about making the right play. It's about you feeling insecure because if you get sent to the line, number one, you're mentally weak. So psychologically, if LeBron James gets sent to the line at the end of the game, he's already halfway defeated, because he's going to be thinking about the fact that he knows he can't shoot free throws consistently. LeBron is going to be thinking about the fact that the fans knows he can't shoot free throws consistently. LeBron James is going to be thinking about the fact that the other team knows, that the coaches know, that the world knows, and we all know LeBron James is going to be thinking about these things, because LeBron James, again, he's mentally weak. So anything that anybody says, he carries around in his head. We know this from the Just the Game podcast, from the Cheat the Game podcast. We know this from the Rewrite History podcast. We know this from the Make Excuse podcast. We know this from the Everybody Come Join Me on the Losers podcast, so we can make excuses for why we don't have more championships podcast, or why we don't have any championships podcast. We know this because this is what he's been doing on this podcast, is addressing the things that he knows get said about him. So LeBron James doesn't trust himself at the end of games to make free throws. And this is a problem. This is about showing up. This is part of greatness, is being able to be counted on during the most clutch moments. And if you watch the 98 finals, again, Jordan kind of went up and down in that game 6. Like, he started off hot, he cooled off, he got hot again, he cooled off again and couldn't make a shot because he was visibly tired. And again, here's another difference between the GOAT and the Duck. Michael Jordan was visibly tired at the end of the game, yet when it got down to those last few minutes, somehow, some way, Michael Jordan just finds a way to overcome that exhaustion and get it done. Somehow, some way, he finds a way to overcome that exhaustion. Where somebody else would have been done, Michael Jordan, he's able to just understand the moment and say, hey, this may be the last chance. This is the last dance. This may be the last chance that I get to do this again. If I can just dig in for these 5 minutes, then this is what I want to do. This is, I have to win. And what I'm overcoming more than anything is my own self. And Mr. LeBron James, keeps himself in tip-top shape, supposedly. Spends $1 million a year on his body, supposedly. I'm the most in shape player on my team at age 40. Supposedly, he never can dig in at the end of the games. Which, I mean, again, LeBron James, his whole thing is just inconsistency. Like that is what he is consistently good at, is inconsistency. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Like I said, I was just rewatching that, and I thought that says a whole lot for your teammates to have that kind of confidence in you. And it means even more coming from Dennis Rodman, because Dennis Rodman has that history of being on the Bad Boys when they were abusing Michael Jordan. So Dennis Rodman knows how mentally tough Michael Jordan is. He knows, hey, we was beating this guy up and he's coming right back to the hole. We was beating this guy up, yet he averaged 30-something against the Detroit Pistons, who were knocking him down, trying to injure him. So Dennis Rodman really knows how mentally tough this guy is. So, and then he got to play with him and witness it in person. So, Dennis Rodman having that confidence, like, it's no way Michael Jordan is missing these free throws. I'm not even going to turn and face the basket. I'm not even going to get ready for an offensive rebound, because there's just no earthly way that Michael Jordan is missing these free throws. I just thought that was amazing. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about Dennis Rodman not preparing for that offensive rebound? About Dennis Rodman having so much trust in MJ that he knew that when it matters most, MJ is going to make it. I'm sure some of you fanboys have some excuse. Dennis Rodman, he probably just didn't care. Dennis Rodman, if LeBron James had Dennis Rodman, he'd have 2-3 peats too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.